Hey, I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you what Estex has been doing during these unprecedented times. Since COVID-19 has come into our lives, we are now tasked not only to take care of ourselves and family, but also our co-workers as well. And when you look at some of the CDC guidelines about trying to maintain social distances of 6 feet, as well as potentially wearing a face cover or mask to cover up your nose and mouth so that you don't continue to spread the virus, Estex was looking at ways we could actually help out in this arena. We had a lot of expertise in looking at fabrics, and we have the sewing capability here in our factory. We're located in Fairburn, Georgia, as many of you know, and we have a lot of employees that we'd like to keep working. So we took to task to design several masks after we went ahead and looked at and evaluated many fabrics. Some of the things that we took into consideration were what the needs were. We realized the industry was going to need an arc-rated mask. We realized that color was going to be potentially an issue. And one of the things that we looked at was on the arc rating. We realized that you're going to be in a Cat 2, which means that the mask had to be at least 8 cals or above. So one of the fabrics that we did find was from Estex, and it's an 11-calorie high-vis fabric that you can see here. We went with that high-vis fabric so that we could actually distinguish it from something that might be made at home. We have a lot of utility professionals that are out there in the marketplace. They are trying to keep people safe, so are the supervisors, and this gives them the ability to look at their personnel and automatically decide, oh, look, that person is wearing an arc-rated face mask and therefore is safe, and it's not something that they just brought in from their home or purchased online. So those were two critical aspects that we were looking at. Then we took on to looking at design. With our first mask, we made it a very large covering. This actually will drop down, come across your ears. The reason for the large part of it here in the mask was to actually accommodate a lot of facial hair that many of our utility employees wear, and also for comfort. So those two aspects were taken into consideration, and it does have an arc-rated elastic that does go around the ears to go ahead and keep it secure to your face. When we were looking at it, we put these out into the field. A lot of people were talking about, once they started utilizing them, is when they were talking to somebody, how they were hanging off their ear. Now, that wasn't always comfortable, and if you had to wear it for a long period of time, you may want to not have it around your ears. So we looked at our second generation. We realized that we wanted to maintain the same fabric, same sort of styling, since we had those materials in-house, but we designed this to have a band that goes around the back of your neck. This will slide on here, come down, and actually fit, so it goes down. So this mask will actually go down around the back of your neck and allow you to wear it without having any pressure on your ears. The other great feature is that when you do have it on, you can actually just slide it down around your neck, and then therefore if you get into a situation where you are by yourself, you could then go ahead and pull it down so it's not quite as warm, or when you do have an interaction, it's easy to pull back up. So it does give you lots of different options in case of utilizing it. So these were the two styles that so far we have designed. Many of you might have other needs or some design thing that you'd like. Please definitely feel free to contact us. As we go through it, we've looked at several designs, and these are the two best options we've come up with. Then we started to look at neck gaiters. Not everybody's going to want to wear a mask. So we had a neck gaiter that was made out of this jersey fabric. It's got the high-vis color. It's got some nice stretch to it, but not too much. So it has a nice fit to you around your neck. They all do have the labels on there to give you all the information that you need in regards to the fabric and the arc rating. So we did that material there, and then we also had one where people liked it a little bit snugger. They were used to doing a lot of outdoor fishing or being outdoors and wearing some sort of gaiter before. So this is a rib material, so it's got a considerable amount of stretch compared to the other one to give you that snug fit around your nose and your face. Yeah, you can pull it down and then therefore have, that covering and get it off your nose and mouth. The nice thing about this fabric is it does have a UPF rating for sun, and it's at 50+. So it does give you a secondary valuable feature as opposed to just being the face covering. You know, as we know, many of you are going to have, going into the summertime, you know, it's almost July. Temperatures are starting to rise. I know here in Georgia, we're in the 90s. So we realized that maybe not all the time you're going to need something that those weights. So you might be looking for something of summer weight. So we went with Techasafe fabric. It is 4.8 ounces per yard, and it has a 4.8 cal rating. So that means it's a Cat 1. But the nice part is the fabric does wick moisture away from your face. They call it a thermocool. And they say that the benefit to this fabric is it absorbs moisture and spreads it over a wide area to ensure fast evaporation. This keeps the moisture away from the skin and provides an evaporative cooling effect. I know just in wearing it here in the office and around the plant, the lightweight fabric is nice, but it is category 1. So there are benefits as well as compliance that you'll have to look at for your own companies to see whether or not this will be the fabric that you'd like to use. And lastly, we've also developed bandanas. We have a 24 by 24 bandana that can be used and folded into many different features. You know, if you like more of a cowboy mask, this can be done with this fabric here and this design, the bandana. If you have any other questions about these products, contact us at 800-749-1224, and we'd be happy to work with you on a design and fabric that you might need if you didn't find one in the presentation I just gave you. All right, thank you.